They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. McKinnon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Allen. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Jameis now on first down. Oh, he's going backwards. And that's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Ready. Blue lady. Green, triple C. Green, triple C. Follow.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Toss play to McKinnon. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Allen now on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are back within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready. Black, 22. Sonic. Hey, 5 on the kick. 5 on the kick. Good, that. Good, that.
2nd down, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. Here's McKinnon. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Winston from the gun on third down. Forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Fielded at the 33. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Allen looks to throw on second down. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Ready. Where's up?
Now McKinnon. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll run it here. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go now. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Turn it. Watch quick. Watch quick.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Bernardrick McKinney. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Ready. Blue ready.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go, even. Ready, black, 22. Where we go? Follow.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Ready, blue ready.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. 46 yards. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Let's go now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Winston. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Corey Grant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard. Leopard. Hut.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. Flush to his right. He's going to go deep for Conley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Allen now to throw again. It's complete to Chris Conley. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Conley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Prater for the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. First down, Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready. Black 22.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
150, 150. Right there, 54, right there, 54. Come on, Sunday!
Here again is McKinnon. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready, blue ready. Easy. Green, triple C. 5-0.
Winston now from the 50. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 18 yards there and a first down.
Easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Ready, blue ready. Sonic. Got. 5-0.
Now Jameis on second down. Dancing to his left. And Winston lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it. Blue.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On play action, Allen toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Winston. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenny Clark never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. On play action, Allen. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That goes for a gain of 31.
It's bad enough watching all the highlight reels, watching guys in warm-ups going up and making these incredible one-handed acrobatic catches. But when it happens right in front of you, when you're defending him, that just makes your day that much longer, and you just wonder, how are we ever going to cover these guys?
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And he whips that one incomplete there. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Allen. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
One final try here for Allen. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
Second down, Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready.
Winston. Looking deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Being chased out left. Sharks got it left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Set! 3-19!
Allen now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Allen will try again on second down. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Gone!
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now Allen, got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On first down, Allen going for it all. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit!
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Follow.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Ready, blue lady. Check. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, sub. Let's go. Watch for the guys.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Let's go now.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They're looking to throw this. Winston. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Winston again. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Solomon Thomas in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Third and long for Winston. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Green, triple C. Hey, sub. Let's go. 5-0.
Winston here to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing, Winston. Flushed out right. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Even. Green, triple C.
From the red zone now, Winston. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A give. This is Kamara. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Green Bay, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
No.